of the day to you all. I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone and when I'm able to upload this video. This is Ini TV. Ephraim Nauna Mafina Idusogi TV. We are global and social commentators. The reason why we're making this video is because I've got a lot of phone calls, a lot of guys, especially those who are on the other side. When I mean on the other side, those who are supporting APC and PDP, they'll try as much as possible to defend their presidential aspirants. And because they could not defend their presidential candidates, they have now decided to label the obedient movement, those who are supporting Peter Obi, those who are obedient, and those who are voicing for a better Nigeria. They have labeled them as being insultive, being aggressive. They try as much as possible to label the obedient as people who are not respectful, who want to force their candidates on the others. First of all, let's calm down and let's think properly. If you are a Nigerian and you don't see the havoc that is going on in this country, perpetrated by the old politicians, the only explanation that I can give is you are insensitive. Your senses are not working. Your ears are not working properly. Your eyes are blind. Your skin is even insensitive to the havoc that is happening in Nigeria. So that is why the obedient, when they try to open your eyes to let you see what is going on, and you are like stiff naked, you don't want to see that Nigeria is in coma. Nigeria is dying. This is not the time that we will talk about religion, that we will talk about tribe, that we will talk about what an old politician has done. This is the time to look at this country and assign the proper candidate to her. She's on the dying bed. She's dying. And we will not say because Peter Obi is not the kind of politician that will promise us heaven and earth. Because Peter Obi is not a politician that will tell you what you want to hear. Peter Obi is a politician that will tell you that 2 years from now, we are going to have a state-led nation because we will not be able to service our debts. We are borrowing now to pay our debts. Do you know what that means? That is why a lot of obedience are not happy when you are blinded. They want to open your eyes and you are still saying no. It's a situation where you discover that you are going to fall into a well. Somebody is trying to warn you. Don't go further. There is a deep well in front. And you say, no. Don't tell me. If he loves you so much, he will shout on you. Please go back. You're going to kill yourself. That is exactly what the obedient are doing. Since 2015, in fact, Nigeria has been worse since 1988. That was when things. Remember the likes of Oyenka, Owenu, Sonny Okosun. They were all singing because things were beginning to go on the reverse. Even when we had our democracy, we thought that was a turning point. But it was like we speed it up, the reverse. So that is why I want you to please listen to this video that I'm going to attach. The video, the guy speaking is a journalist on the national TV. It's called Rofai. He's not an obedient. He's just a normal Nigerian. And you could see the hunger in him. You could see that this is a man who loves his country so much. So if you love your country so much, if you want your country to succeed, then you should follow the obedient and start shouting on those who are blind, supporting Atiku. Those who are blind, supporting Tinubu. It is sheer madness to support Atiku over Peter Obi. It is sheer craziness to support Tinubu over Peter Obi. Why? This is a man who has no debts. His slates are clean as a snow. What else do you want? Atiku has been there for 8 years, and we know about that he has perpetually stopped us from getting energy, power, electricity because of his selfish interest. He's also been accused of money laundering. Tinubu is very old. Tinubu should first of all take care of himself and take care of a Nigeria that has over 200 million. You see, all these sectors in Nigeria are dead, but they've not been buried. Is it the executive, legislative, judiciary? Dead. So you can imagine how some of us felt when the legislative arms finally opened their eyes. It's not as if they could impeach Buhari. No. It's too short. But we're happy they've seen what we've been saying since 2015. Maybe this will send a message to all Nigerians that if we want to do it, we should come out and vote Peter Obi. That's the most genuine, not violent way to do it. But most people fear, is 8 months not too much? Can Nigeria survive 8 months? Like I told you before, Nigeria is bleeding. Nigeria is dying. Will Nigeria survive 8 months before Peter Obi comes in? That's a food for thought for you all. And that is the fear that obedient have. And that is why when they try to open your eyes, you are stiff-necked. You are adamant. It pains the obedient that what they are saying, the evil in front, you can't see it. Well, we have tried our best and we will keep preaching why it is important to remove these old politicians now. You don't and you will not kick a dead horse to earth. That was what Obasanjo said. He said Buhari is like a dead horse. You cannot kick him to earth. And that is why it is only the citizens that will want to open their eyes so that they will be able to follow suit. Nigeria is dying. Anyway, for those of you seeing this video for the first time, we'll ask you to please search your heart, search your conscience. Is this the Nigeria we all dreamt of? Watch our past video. We have been singing, we've been shouting. This is not the first video we'll say doing. Please watch our video. Subscribe to our channel so that each time we upload video, it comes directly to you. And for our returning subscriber, we'll say thank you for being there. And remember, we love you, but God loves you most. And we love our country. As we always say in this channel, we will catch you when we make the next video. Until then, we'll say over. Jukes. Adios. Hasta la vista.
Sad times for Nigeria. Sad times demand very, very, very stringent and strong measures. I'm happy that the Senate has finally woken up, because before we thought they were rubber stamp full on. But they are still rubber stamp, and they are still part of the problem. I'm not going to exonerate the Senate from the problem. Because when they talk about Nigeria and they talk about everything that is wrong about Nigeria, they forget that the Nigerian Senate, the lawmakers, are part of everything wrong with Nigeria, with their big fat salaries that they cannot account for. If they truly love this country, they should do that job without pay. They should make it voluntary. When you take money out of that job, everybody will sit up. But I dare them not to look at the big juicy bribe that comes from various committees. I dare them. But I'm happy they are speaking up. But all of this is even sad, that the reaction from the presidency, the Femi Adesina was calling people anarchists for saying the president should wake up to his responsibility when there's anarchy in the land already. If he wants to call people anarchists for replying to the anarchy in the land, then all of us Nigerians, we're all anarchists. We have no idea of how deep things have gone in this country. That now we are shutting down schools where we're not a place of war. We're shutting down everywhere high security alerts. I've got people I call family in Abuja. I can't go into Abuja now. Everybody's scared for their lives in Abuja. And that's the country we've become. And this was the same president that campaigned that he will solve the insecurity problem. I put it on record that insecurity is worse now in Nigeria than it was under President Goodluck Jonathan. The facts are there. In 2015, people could still travel on the Kaduna-Abuja highway. Can they today? In 2015, people were not shutting down schools in Abuja. In 2015, we didn't hear of killings of our brigade of guards. And this was the same Mr. Femi Adesina that said months ago that we will solve the insecurity problem before this administration comes to an end. And we keep having meetings over meetings that do not favor Nigeria. We are sick and tired of these meetings, ultimatums and directives. And only to think that the president went to brief the Liberians on how to tackle insecurity. Is that not what we become as a country? We can't solve our own problems. We are going to tell other people how to solve the problem of insecurity. I would have wondered that President Weah of Liberia would tell President Buhari, "Oh my man, how's the insecurity in your country, man?" Because we think it's a joke. Because we are not on the second end of the stick. How people now pay bandits hundreds of millions. And the government has not to be able to investigate the people that collect this money and the channel at which they take this money. How banditry is now so rife in Nigeria that somebody was joking with me the other day. He said when they release the next GDP numbers, they should please put banditry as a sector of the Nigerian economy. Because that's the most lucrative sector now. Do you know that in this one cycle of the Kaduna train kidnap victims, they've done over 1 billion naira from people that don't have money? And this money keeps circulating in our economy. We can't do anything about it. And when people talk, you call them anarchists. When are we going to open our eyes and tell ourselves the truth in this country that is bleeding? We want our country to do well. Coupled with the destruction of the Nigerian economy. Nigerian economy was better in 2015 than it is today. The facts are there. Some people campaigned so hard in 2015. They said they will make $1 1 naira. They complained then that $1 was 2.16 to 1 naira. Today is 710. 710.
It's a disgrace.
It's a disgrace and an apology to this same naira that used to be 80 cents. 1 naira used to be, 80 kobo used to be $1. At some point, naira and dollar was not even 1 to 1. Naira on the balance of things was stronger. It was pound and naira that used to be 1 to 1. In 40 years, we've squandered all our riches. 2023 makes it 40 years. Oyeka, when you did that documentary, Squandering of Riches. 1983. It is 40 years. We are still even worse than when Nigeria used to be in 1983. And people talk and you call them anarchists. You think it's a joke. Tudu, you were talking about presidents putting the bulk stops here on their table. I think what President Buhari should put in his red room, because I have seen the room is always in the color is red, should be the picture of Deborah. Should be the picture of Leah Sharibu. Should be the picture of the Jangebe girls. Should be the picture of all the soldiers that have been killed in this insurgency. Because if you want to see the true face of Nigerians now that are crying and bleeding, are the pictures of those bandits have kidnapped at one point or the other and collected 100 million naira ransom. We want a better country, and I don't think that's too much to ask.